Well, I've been playing the game since I was 3 years old, and it's just so much fun because of the challenges that you get to face on the course. Every shot's different, every day is different, and I think that in itself is really intriguing to me.
I like golf because it just builds a lot of character. It's kind of like life where it's not always going to be only ups or only downs. But I feel like you always have to be very optimistic, and something that golf has really taught me is always the sun always rises the next day and it's always a new day the next, yeah.
I like golf because when I was young, I always liked challenges and taking risks. And I feel that golf is like a different sport compared to every other sport because there's so much, there's like a lot of aspects to it. And you never know what's going to happen on the course. So um, mental game is really important. And even more important is to like embrace the challenge.
I like golf because it's very different every day out there on the course. It's you can hit the same shot into the same green and still have different putts every day, like because the pin positions are different, and also like your body changes every single day. So you have it's very like different conditions every single day out there, and it's very challenging, and that's part of the reason I like golf so much. Yeah.
Well, when I first started, my dad got me into it, and golf shows such beautiful courses like Laguna itself, and like different conditions, and you get to travel around the world. So it brings you to a lot of new experiences.
我喜欢打高尔夫，就因为我喜欢高尔夫球场的美丽和这种专注的感觉。
Golf has taught me that you can never be perfect. The game itself asks for perfection, but um, no matter how hard you try or whatever you do, there's just no way you can get there. So just being happy with what you have and what's in your control has been a really big lesson for me.
Golf has taught me to be very optimistic and just be grateful for the opportunities that are given to you. I think accepting that not everything is going to go very smoothly and just dealing with what you have and try to make the most out of what is in front of you. Yeah.
I've heard that golf is like a sport that resembles life, and I agree because, like you never know what you're gonna, how it's gonna be like, and um, the only thing you can do is embrace it with a positive mindset and just accept the challenge, and that's the only way to get better. And I feel that golf has really taught me about patience and dedication to it, and like if you want to achieve success in life and in anything, then you have to work hard and believe that you can. Yeah.
One important lesson is how to adapt on the go, because just like in life, golf is it changes a lot out there, like between every single day out there. So it's just like how to adapt to each day out there, adapt to every shot. Yeah, it's one very important lesson that golf has taught me, and it's still teaching me every day.
Probably that life has up and downs, and you've got to cope with them. Yeah.
我在做任何事情上面更专注、更认真，做事情更仔细了一点。
Just the friends that you get to make, and then just how everybody is trying to strive for the same goal, and that in itself motivates me.
I love competing because I find it very thrilling. It's not always gonna be the same way if you are gonna win a tournament. You could be leading down the stretch and end up losing the whole tournament in just one hole, or you could be trailing behind by 10 strokes and all of a sudden you're just in the game again. I think just golf might seem boring to some people because it's very slow paced, but it's actually very thrilling, and a lot of adrenaline behind all the shots that we play. Yeah.
Oh, I like competing because with golf it's different because you're basically competing with yourself. I think mental game is really important, but you're always trying to do your best, and it might like you're competing with others, but like you're trying to do the best you can and always break your own records, and I think that's really cool.
I think I like how it's not so much about competing against your fellow competitors and more on how to do better every single day. You're more competing against yourself because you can't control what your competitors are gonna do. So you have to really focus on yourself and like learn how to center and like not be bothered by your competitors. Yeah.
I think I'm quite a competitive person. Like at school, I play basketball and it's also competitive. And like golf is not so physical, it's more mental. So, yeah.
我喜欢在打高尔夫的时候挥杆的感觉，我特别喜欢上杆，然后在球击出去的一刻就很有成就感。
EFG has played a huge role in my golfing career, and I wouldn't be where I'm at right now without them. Getting to live out my dream of playing college golf and just competing overseas, and then now my next step is wanting to play professional golf.
EFG has been very supportive for in my career so far. Just being a scholar last year has given me opportunities to compete not just in the region but compete with top elite amateurs in US and whatever. I've also had the opportunity to expose myself to playing in the qualifying schools, and it's something that I felt like was needed for me to grow my own skill levels. They have also provided a lot of tournament opportunities such as this CLPGQ, and I think we always learn from the better players, and this week I think I learned a lot as well.
Yeah, the EFG has supported me since I was 13 years old, and I really appreciate and very thankful for the team, and they have allowed me to compete in many overseas tournaments and improve my world amateur ranking, and also gain a lot of experience, which will be very beneficial for me in my career. And most importantly, the EFG has always believed in me and my helped support my dream to be a professional golfer. So yeah, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
It has granted me a lot of tournament opportunities, such as this one. It's been a great tournament, and as well as like the EFG SICC tournaments, like the past 2 years as well. And also I'm an EFG scholar now, so it will grant me a lot of opportunities to go overseas and train, and a lot more opportunities to further improve on myself every day in the years to come.
Yes, definitely. Because young players, they need the help that they can get to be able to play some good courses. Some might not be more financially supported. So EFG, like banks like EFG, supporting young golfers, it's giving them encouragement, yeah, and confidence.